All right, this problem says to identify the slope and y-intercept of each graph, then write an equation for each graph. So we are given the graph and we need to find some special key features. We need to find the slope, we need to find the y-intercept, and then we need to use the slope and y-intercept to write an equation. So let's do the y-intercept first. That's the easiest place to start when you're given a graph. We want to figure out at what point does our line cross the y-axis. So here, if we start at the origin and count up, we can see that our y-intercept here is 7, because that is where our line crosses the y-axis. Now to find the slope, we need to find another nice point on the line, which we can find one right here. And then we need to draw in our slope triangle. Before we draw in our slope triangle, though, just by looking at this line, it goes downhill from left to right. Excuse me, so we know that the slope is going to be negative. So we can put a negative sign, and then let's draw in our slope triangle. Our change in y is, we're going to go down 3, so our change in y is equal to 3. And then our change in x is going to be 1. We go right 1. So our change in x is 1. I'm going to go over this in blue so you can see it better. Yellow is kind of hard to read. Okay, so now that we have these two key parts here, we can write the slope. Slope is negative 3 over 1, which we can just write as negative 3. Again, you do not have to simplify the fraction, but you can. So now that we have the slope and the y-intercept, we're going to write our equation. So y equals mx plus b. We're going to write our equation in slope-intercept form. So y would equal negative 3x plus 7. And that's our equation here. For number 2, we're going to do the exact same thing. So let's find the y-intercept first. Here we can see that our line crosses the y-axis at a y value of negative 1. So that's our y-intercept. And now we need to find another point where the line crosses nicely. So we're going to use this one right here. So now let's draw in our slope triangle. We need to get from one red point to the next one, we need to go up 2. So our change in y is 2. And then we need to go to the right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our change in x is equal to 5. Now that we've used 2 points on the line to draw in our slope triangle and find the change in y and the change in x, we can easily write the slope as 2 over 5. And now we can use these two key features to write the equation. So our equation is going to be y equals 2/5, because that's the slope. So 2/5 x, and then minus 1, because that's the y-intercept. So y equals 2/5 x minus 1.